Well, good morning folks. It's Friday the 13th of September 2019 and I'm back at Ashness Bridge for a second time on this visit. Back by popular demand, might I add. It was a pretty cold night, really cold night, and there was a party going on behind, and the first choice for this morning's shoot was going to be near the water's edge, but since I was here in May, the water's risen by maybe, what, a metre and a half, and as a result all the foreground interest, leading lines, the fence and that has literally just disappeared underwater, so there's nothing really there to work with. So with that in mind, I've come back to the bridge, and then after this I'll be going to Honister Pass and then hopefully climbing Catbells. Never really climbed any sort of fell before, so not sure on that one. Yeah, so we're back to Ashness Bridge. It's a beautiful location. I mean, you just can't beat that sort of view, can you? Look at it. Absolutely stunning here and so peaceful. Well, peaceful when I'm not here. Yeah, it's all good. So what we're going to shoot first, obviously, as you can see, I've got my tripod and my camera. Seems to be a little popular spot on the other side of the bridge, and every time I come here there's always another photographer there, so we're going to try that out. Why not? I'm shooting a landscape with this boulder in the bottom left hand corner as a bit of foreground interest, and then the bridge goes over the top, and then the water just goes into the right hand corner. It looks great, but the trouble is the sky, even with HDR, the sky is overexposed, so the only thing I can think about doing is maybe use a polarizer to help that. There's my polarizer, and I'm going to try and bring some of that blue sky back in. No guarantee it's going to work because it's so much contrast between highlights and shadows. I've noticed these rocks down in the foreground and they're quite prominent, so I'm going to use those as foreground interest, and again getting close to the water as well. See what this is like. Well, that was Ashness Bridge. Rather beautiful location, I think you'll agree. Now I've got to move on. Got other places to go, other places to see, and I've only got today to do it in a way I wish I'd been here for a bit longer, but I want to have a quick drive up to Surprise View, which is about, what, half a mile up the road, and then drive to Ashness Pass. Then get back to Keswick and go to Catbells. So it's quite an eventful day, and it's 9:45 now, so not a lot of time to do these things today. Now you may remember in my previous video, if not, there was a previous video, I came to Surprise View before. Let's see if it disappoints this time. I don't think it will. The conditions are exactly the same. Absolutely beautiful. The sun's come out again. Oh wow. Oh bloody hell. Wow.
Oh yes, yeah.
Wow. No, it doesn't disappoint. How beautiful. I wish I had more time here. The place is stunning.
yeah, there was a change of plan. You see, to get to Catbells, the best way for me was to get the Keswick launch, which is a boat which operates from Keswick, goes around Derwent water, about 11 quid. And I thought, well, there's going to be a time where there's going to be the last boat that goes across, so I'm sort of time restricted in when I can get that boat and backwards, and to get back as well. Whereas to go to Ashness Pass, I haven't got any restriction at all. I can go there late in the evening if need be, or I could go first thing in the morning. But I'm not gonna, I mean, it's gonna be literally a one round trip, that, so it wasn't really a hard decision to make in the end. Catbells it was, and I'm glad I did it, but I'd never do it again, that's for sure. But now I'm going to go get the t-shirt and the mug, because after that I think I deserve it. Whoa! Wow! Wow, if you ever want to feel small, come here. They're massive! That's insane. I mean, when I drove through here in May, I thought, yeah, that's really impressive, but when you get out of the car, my God, that's impressive. Wow. I'm so glad I stopped this time. Made up for last time. Right, it's what, 6:33. Sunrise is in about, what, 45 minutes, so I don't really want to be driving through cliffs with a drop one side in the dark, so time to get back, I think. But that's incredible. That's really incredible.
Well, good evening for the fifth and final night. What a day, what a day. Decided to go to Ashness Bridge first thing this morning, which was fantastic, and I went, rather than take the same photos again as I did in May, I went round the other side and shot it completely differently, both in portrait and in landscape, with a rock and some foliage, and I focus stacked them and I HDR'd them, and then I wanted to walk up Catbells. Well, walk up Catbells, you can't walk up Catbells, and my god, it was steep. I mean, I am not someone who does climbing. I can't climb a tree, and there's me with a camera bag, a tripod, 2 cameras, about 6 lenses. It was a lot of weight, and there were some parts of Catbells where you were walking and fine, and I had my sticks, and there was other parts where literally, I'm not joking, it was like that, and I was actually climbing on with a hand and trying to find a foothold down below. And there was at some point where I went, I can't do this, I just can't do this. But the worst thing is going backwards would have been a lot worse. So I either climb it or, and I dreaded that thought of going backwards. So yeah, that about wraps it up really. Unfortunately on this trip I didn't get to see the west coast, I got to see the east coast. Right, that's it, I'm going to wrap this up now, so I'll see you in the morning. I hope you've enjoyed it so far and it hasn't been too long. I do babble on sometimes. Now, got to make myself comfy, so I shall say good night, see you in the morning, and if you're going to switch off now, thanks for watching. The middle, like, whoa, don't slip, a little bit like that. This is a little bit precarious. Hold on a minute, hold on a minute, stop credits, stop credits. I made a bit of a promise earlier in the week that I was going to go from the east coast to west coast. Well, did I make it to Whitehaven? Nope, not exactly. But I did make it to the west coast, and also to Blackpool. First time for me, and I'm not here to take photos. I'm just here to. Well, it's the first time I've been here. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's nice to be here. Very nice. And am I going to go up in the tower? No, not today. I just want to get home to see my family. It's been, what, 6 days since I left home? 5 nights, 6 days. I'm tired and I just want to get to see them. So I'm going to have a look around and then I'm going to head home. You're still here. It's over. Go home. It's over. Movie's over. Go.